Yugioh
is fucking expensive.
Greetings from the shadows, it's your boy ThePokéMonarch and welcome back to Sealed Only Challenge Mode. Last week we did kind of mediocre in our duels, winning 2 and losing 2. But in any case, let's go ahead and go over the challenges. Since we haven't talked about them since episode 3, I just want to re-go over them again. First of all, we do have 1 structure point and 2 static points, allowing us to open up any sealed product that always has the same thing in it. So, in order to get another structure point, I'm going to need to win 3 duels in a row, and in order to get any more static points, I need to win 4 duels in a row and get 30 likes on this video, or any video that I beat the challenge in. So make sure you smash that like button so that if we do get those 4 duels, we're able to get a static point. Please, I beg you, hit that like button. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the pack opening and see what we pulled this week. I'll catch you there. $12, $9, total of $30 worth of product here. We're going to be sending $10 to the YGOHSA. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Sealed Only Challenge Mode. Today we're going to be opening these up, and let's see what we can get. We're going to be looking for Cyber Angel Natasha still in the Raging Tempest, and we're also looking for another Cyber Angel Ida 10 in here. I know that we said that we would probably never want to open this again, but we did actually happen to have another one. So I'm going to try to see if we can get another Cyber Angel Natasha. Let's go ahead and crack this open and see what we can get. Maybe we'll get a cool die or one of the cool promos. Alright, so obviously we can see the promo. It is the Time Wizard one. We got the, I don't even know which dragon that is, but let's go ahead and crack right into these already. So, we have Flower Cardian Zebra Grass, Dead Scythe, Mars, Final Fusion, Sebastial, Roulette Spider, Parasicroid, Blackwing Hurricane Tornado, number 100 Numeron Dragon. That's actually a pretty decent pull. Amulet Dragon, Mathematician, Flower Cardian, Tyrant Burst, Rocket Hermos, Renka, Mirror Force Dragon, Aqua Tetra, and Red Eyes Burn. Alright, so nothing that we needed out of that. Hopefully we can get that other Ida 10 out of this pack. Aquarium, we got Prediction Princess, Tyrant Wing, Divine Serpent, we have Black Catastrophe, Dark Dragon Ritual, Antitopian, we got Toon Kingdom, that's a good pull, as well as Fang of Kratos, and Galaxy Stealth Dragon. Cypher Wing, we got Double Magical Arm, and it looks like we did not get the Cyber Angel Ida 10, but we did get the Dakini. So that's interesting. I might have to read into that and see what it does. But let's crack into these Raging Tempest and see what is gonna come in these. I know the promos are really lackluster. They have like Baba Boon and what's the other one? Zodiac Kataroost. A couple of interesting things. Mass Hero Blast is cool. Zodiac Kataroost is interesting. We have what's it called? A small little Zodiac collection that we have on the side right here. We did pull the one of Zodiac Barrage, so that's pretty cool. But we are looking for Cyber Angel Natasha out of these. So that's our 3rd Hero Blast, 3 out of 3 on those Raging Tempest special editions. Let's go ahead and start cracking into these packs. Cross your fingers for a Cyber Angel Natasha. So, Massive Morph, Symphonic, Shinobird, Shiranui, Sun Saga, and Tierra Source, and nothing else really. Next pack. Eater of Millions, We have Ancient Gear Howitzer, Shiranui, Zodiac Bunny Blast, Ancient Gear Reborn, Spiral Utility, Zodiac Combo, Shinobird Crane, Sign, Winter Bell. We have Lithosagian. Alright. Nothing too notable in that first one. Next 3 packs. We've got Shinobird. Nope. Nothing here. Shiranui, Bunny Blast, Wind Witch, and another Tiara. Nothing. Alright, so this is going to be the last pack, guys, for this episode. Spending $10 over to the YGOHSA. Probably could have opened up another special edition of Raging Tempest, but oh well. Eater of Millions. We have Bunny Blast, and yeah, we didn't get it. Oh well. There's always next week, right? This is actually like the first week that we haven't really gotten anything decent out of our pools. While I have a chance, I'm going to read Cyber Angel Dakini. It says, you can ritual summon it with Machine Angel Ritual. If this card is ritual summoned, you can make your opponent send one monster they control to the graveyard. Their choice. If a ritual monster you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. Oh, wow. We might have to throw that into the deck. So, we'll go into the deck profile and see how it's going. I'll catch you there. In duel number 1, we're going against our rival from Building on a Budget, Ecorion, who is playing his cubic deck that he's been working on lately. So we go first, we summon out Alpha, summon out Zeta, use Cyber Emergency to add Gamma to our hand, go into Vanity's Ruler, and then activate Gamma's effect to summon out Beta. We go into our Herald of the Arclight, or Herald of the Mirage Light, sorry. He attacks over it with Denko Sekka, not realizing that we get to add 2 fairies to our hand when it's destroyed, and we draw into green light during our turn. We summon out Alpha, go into Ben 10's effect, adding Eva, and we go with Gamma and Beta, summoning out our 4K Beefy Boy Drytron Draconids, and we summon out Zeta, go into Ultimateness, and attack over his Denko Sekka, hitting him for 23, 25, and 2000, leaving him with 1200 life points left. So he surrenders from there, and we get to go into game number 2. In this game, he goes first, activating Pot of Extravagance, and proceeds to go into Denko Sekka, activate Monster Gate in order to summon out a cubic monster, and it's Cubic Seed. So he uses Karma, adding a card to hand, uses the other card, and then activates, or summons out his 3000 guy. So we're both hit for 3000 damage, and it's my turn. I activate Cyber Emergency, adding Alpha to my hand, and basically that's all that I can do from there, because I was only able to get 1 Drytron to my hand. So he summons out Vessel, we effect Valor it, and he goes into Link Kuriboh, activates the trap card, and we just surrender, because from there, there's not much we could do. He had lethal damage on the field anyway, could attack over our 0 defense, so let's go into game number 3. In game number 3, we go first, activating Terraforming, and we use Fafnir. We activate Nova, summon out Zeta, use Alpha, and then we use Zeta. So we add with Zeta, and then we add with Ben 10. We summon out Ruler, and we have Link Kuriboh on the field, so it's his turn. He activates Extravagance, and draws 2, goes into Vessel. From there, we make his Vessel 0 with Link Kuriboh, and he ends his turn. We draw into a bottomless trap hole. We activate Alpha, we activate Beta, and then we Meteonis into Quadrantids. Then we go into Zeta, we make our guy 3k, and we go into Ben 10, attacking him, hitting him for 1800 after that. and then 25 and 3k, leaving him at 700 life points, which is always dangerous. You never want to leave your opponent with any life points, but unfortunately, for me, in my experience, leaving an opponent at low life points means you're probably going to lose because you've wasted all your resources and now they have their way with you. But that being said, he goes into Monster Gate, summons out Vessel, activates its effect, sending, uses Foolish Burial Goods, and then Cubic Wave. So our monsters are now negated. The monsters that matter anyway at this point. He uses Monster Gate again, and he's able to go into his Cubic Vessel, and then just proceeds to summon out a whole bunch of monsters. From here, he goes into the Lord, of course, and Seed, then goes into the Emperor. We lose 800. And at this point, when he ends his turn, he's actually going to lose 3k if he has that monster on the field. So, unfortunately for him, he does, and it's game. We're left with 2,500 life points, and we win. In match number 2, we're going against Demo, who's using his Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade deck. So he goes into Recital Starling, and then he activates or summons out Nerval, goes into the other Tri-Brigade monster. Wow, I'm having a brain fart right now. But all that really matters is that he goes into Samorg, goes into Apollosa. We negate his, we wanted to negate his Samorg, but didn't realize that it can't be targeted. So we negate the Apollosa anyway, because we don't want him to have that many negates on the field. It's our turn, and we just end our turn, and then his draw phase goes into Kinkyabayo, summons out a Nerval, summons out a Doomingle with 4,800 attack points, the massive monster. So from there, he just basically attacks into us for game because he has way over lethal damage, about 1,000 over it actually. Alright guys, time to make some major moves. So it's our turn going first during this duel. We go into Alpha, use Nova to go into Gamma, use Zeta, and then we add the Meteonis, summon out our Vanity's Ruler, then we summon out our Draconids, and it's his turn. So he sets 2 passes. He has a handful of monsters that he cannot special summon. We go into pre-preparation of rites, then we go into Gamma, go into Alpha, use Edaten's effect to make our monster 5,000 attack points. We go into Phoenix, summon out Levianeer, activate its effect to pop his monster, and he really can't do anything. We just attack into him for over lethal damage, just like he did to us. Whew, these matches are close so far. Alright, so we are going against Demo in game number 3, and he goes into several Lyrilusc monsters, goes into DD Crow, summons out his Simorg, and we have no way of getting over it yet. We had to draw Manju of the 10,000 hands in order to win this, and luckily we did, because if we did not get that monster, we would have been screwed. It would have been horrible. That's our one of in the deck right now, and I'm starting to see that if we're going to be going against Tri-Brigades anymore, we are definitely going to need more Manju in our deck, more normal summonable monsters in order to attack over that low defense monster that he has. So we have our Manju, we have our Mirage Lights, we have our, I believe that's Draconids. So it's his turn. He goes into the Spirit, and he attacks over us. We add 2 to our hand, and we activate the effect of our monster to stop him. He summons out Nerval in the end phase, and now it's our turn. So, we bring out Alpha, we go into Ben 10, we go into Linkuriboh, go into Phoenix, pop his back row, and from here, you know the drill, Gamma into Alpha, go into the Ultimateness, and we have Vanity's Ruler on the field, so he won't really be able to do anything if he has another turn. But we attack into him for 2,000, 2,500, and game. That was very lucky. If we didn't draw that Manju, we would not have gotten anywhere close to that many turns. Both of those, or all 3 of those duels, let's see, the first one was 3 turns, the second one was 3 turns, and the third one was 4 turns. So these decks are actually pretty compatible with each other and just get through each other really quickly. Let's go into match number 3. In this match, we're going against ChuTheWoop. ChuTheWoop, wow, I stuttered on that. But anyway, he's playing his Orcust, his sealed only Orcust deck, and goes into his Nightmare combo, goes into Galatea. From there, setting orchestrated babble, Orcust, whatever, the field spell. And we drew into Nova and all 3 Fafnir, which is horrible for us. So I'm realizing that we're probably going to have to open up some Hidden Summoners, probably open up some more Genesis Impact very soon, because we are drawing into doo-doo butter in these matches. If we get our Nova in our hand, then our Fafnir is useless. If we don't draw into Manju when we're going against the Floodgate, defense position, whatever, Stone, Rock, Wind, Beast Wing, whatever. I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's the barrier statue. Anyway, if we go against the barrier statue, we need Manju. If we draw into our Fafnirs and have Nova in our hand, it's useless. So yeah. Anyway, I digress. We lose that one through a surrender because there was absolutely nothing we could do against his board, and we go into game number 2. Wow, I just ramble on like crazy, but anyway, I'll try to stop that. We go first in this match, and we summon out Alpha. We use the Cyber Emergency to go into Zeta, and then we go into Link Karibo, Alpha, and Ben 10, Gamma, grab the Vanity's Ruler and normal summon it, or tribute summon it, setting our trap face down and passing turn. He just Cosmic Cyclone us, and he goes into Mothman's effect. So we discard our Fafnir, and he just surrenders because there's really nothing he can do with that hand. Duel numero 3. He sets 2 passes, our turn. Fafnir into Nova, Nova into Zeta. Then we go into Beta, and he negates the effect of our Ben 10. So we use Link Karibo, and we go into our Zeta, go into our Meteonis, which brings out our Quadrantids, and we attack him for 4,300 damage. We set a card face down and pass turn. So he activates Herald of the Abyss, which gets rid of our Light Machine type monster. And he summons out 2, attacking into our Link Karibo. We make him 0 attack. And now it's our turn. We use Preparation of Rites to add Ida-10 and Meteonis Drytron. He manhunts us, and we go into Link Karibo to stop it. So our Meteonis doesn't go through. He attacks over our Link Karibo, but we activate its effect and hits us for 1,600 damage. He's left with 700 life points. You never want to do that, because that means that you went through all of your resources just to get your opponent close to death. But we go into Zeta using Zeta, and we go into Beta. We Meteonis Drytron into our Ben 10, and we're able to attack over him, hitting him for 1,700 damage, which is definitely enough for game. Before I go any further, I just want to say, go ahead and subscribe to all these guys. Every single person that I'm dueling today is a Yugi tuber, and I want to make sure that I'm giving shoutouts to them. So thank you guys so much for doing these duels with me. Next up, we're going against Rainnite Gaming and his Toon Kaiju deck. And we won 3 duels in a row, which means that we do get a structured point. So we now have 2 structure points. Let me know in the comment section down below what deck that you think that I should get. Should I open up another of the Realm of Light structure decks, or should I go with something different that has better stuff for the deck? Leave that comment, please, down below. This is duel number 4, so if we can get this win, we're going to be able to pull a another static point. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. I always have brain farts, my bad. But yeah, we'll be able to get a static point, so if we win this one. So make sure you like this video. Please make sure you like this video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this started. We go first, setting 2 and passing. Alright, So we pass it over to him. He uses Trade-In on his Ancient Gear Toon guy. Gets rid of the Ash Blossom to summon out the Thunderbird. We activate Terraforming, and we activate our card, and there's really no reason why we activated the Fafnir. But we summon out with Nova, our Alpha, and attack, and it goes to the graveyard. So he uses Thunderbird's effect and discards Toon Kingdom. He activates Trade-In and goes and attacks into us for 2,800. Our turn. We activate Alpha, summoning itself out, and we add the Draconids to our hand. He uses Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, giving us a Gamma Seal and summoning out a Dogoron. So it's our turn. We have Preparation of Rites in hand, but we bring out Alpha, and we can't go any further because we don't have any access to any other Drytron monsters. He summons out Toon Blackluster Soldier, and we Solemn Warning it. He adds a Kaiju to hand, attacks over our Drytron monster, and we finally get a Zeta. So we activate Pre-Preparation of Rites, and we go into Zeta. We use Ben 10. We go into an Alpha. No, sorry, we went into Alpha, went into Zeta. And then we go into Quadrantids. We attack over his monster, activating Meteor and his Drytron, and we pass turn. Luckily, we had under 5 summons, I believe. But he goes into 2 Kaijus, attacks over us, and from here the grind game begins. I believe this is the longest duel that we've had so far against Rainnite. It's always pretty back and forth between us, but this is a very grindy match. We go into Unicorn to get rid of his monster, and he just gets us with that Nibiru. So that's very unfortunate for us right there. He goes into Toon Table of Contents, adds the Toon Bookmark, then Toon Bookmark adds the Toon Kingdom. He attacks over our defense position, and we draw into a Chaos Dragon Levianeer. We use Levianeer's effect to special summon out the Quadrantids, and we go into Alpha. We go into Delta, go into Zeta, and summon out the Draconids. We attack for 1,000, and we end our turn. So Rainnite goes ahead and gets rid of our monster with his Kaiju, and then attacks into our other monster with Eater of Millions, banishing it. We set a card face down, and pass turn. He summons out, or he attacks over us by banishing it. Our turn. We go into Eva, go into Link Kuriboh with Eva. We're able to get the orange light to our hand, and he summons out another Eater of Millions, which we bottomless trap hole. So we choose not to use our Link Kuriboh effect, hoping that he wouldn't choose to use Eater of Millions. No, hoping that he would choose to use Eater of Millions effect, and he did, which we Herald of the Orange lighted. So there's nothing we could do, and it's his turn again. He goes into Bigfoot and just pops our Fafnir. We attack for 13 and 14, not realizing that he had that Toon Shadow card in his hand. And he activates Shadow Toon, my bad, hitting us for game. 100 points over game, actually. 22 turns that took. That was the longest, grindiest match that I think I've had in a very long time. This Toon Kaiju deck is insane, but let's go ahead and go into duel number 2 and see what happens. Duel number 2 against Rainnite. He goes into Toon Table of Contents, and let me flip this because it should be our hand on this side. He sets a card face down and passes turn. That card is There Can Be Only One. So he negates our Nova, and then proceeds to activate There Can Be Only One. We go into Phoenix, popping There Can Be Only One because we activate Eva's effect as well. So luckily that chain link went off the way that it did, because I don't know how I could have lasted with that There Can Be Only One on the field. But I digress. Let's go ahead and activate Fafnir, go into Delta, go into Alpha, and attack for 1900, ending our turn. He draws into his Toon Blackluster Soldier. So we have Chaos Dragon Levianeer in our hand. We go Delta, we go into Alpha, and we are able to bring back Midiona's Drytron. We activate it, summoning out Ultimateness. We summon out Chaos Dragon Levianeer and attack over him for game. So it's 1-1 with us. That seems to be the general consensus of how the duels are going today. Let's go into duel number 3 and see how it went. Alright, duel number 3, guys. This is it. It tends to happen a lot with Rainnite. We are very back and forth with these sealed only duels. So he Ash Blossoms the effect of our monster. We go into Zeta. We summon out Eva, and we're able to add Orange Light to our hand. From there, we summon out Ultimateness, and we go into pre-prep and end our turn. So Terraforming is activated to add the Toon Kingdom. Then Comic Hand is activated. We negate it. And he goes into Toon Table of Contents, which we negate as well. And unfortunately, we're all out of negates, so he is able to get the Comic Hand to his hand. So Eater of Millions is summoned out, and we activate Linkuriboh, making it 0. And Herald of Ultimateness attacks for 2k, you traitor. Anyway, he draws into Gamma, attacks us for 2800 damage, and this is not looking very good for us. We either need to draw a Drytron or draw a Ritual, but we do draw into the Drytron monster. And we summon out 2 Drytrons. We go into Zeta, and then go into Alpha, activating its effect to add Quadrantids. We go into the Quadrantids, and we are able to end our turn. We activate the effect of our... sorry, it's not Quadrantids, it's Draconids. We pop his 2 cards, and we get our Ultimateness back. So, he's not a traitor anymore. We use Alpha, and then you get the Midiona's Drytron targeting Alpha. We get the Gamma and the Alpha to our side of the field, summoning out enough damage to attack over Rainnite for game. So thank you for that duel. Always fun dueling against Toons. Well, your Toon Kaijus, that is. Duel number 5, we are going against another sealed only Yugi tuber. His name is Twilight Azure Gaming. Now, go ahead and check out his channel. He's not playing with his sealed only deck because his sealed only is a little different. He's going through the process of building a Print Kids deck, and he is on, I think he's going to be on his 3rd episode pretty soon here. And he's not actually going to play any games until the deck is completed. So I'm sorry I had to gather my thoughts there. But yeah, he's not going to be doing any duels until his deck is completed. But I asked him if he wanted, wanted to duel against me just so I could get some duels in on this video. I'm really trying to only duel against other Yugi tubers and stuff like that to make sure that, I'm giving shout outs where shout outs are due, because I really enjoy this community and I'm having a lot of fun doing these sealed only series that I've done so far. But yeah, he's playing his virtual world deck, which is extremely powerful, and he hits over us for some major damage, brings out Zeus, which is a major problem for us. And now it is our turn. We go into Alpha and we use Ben 10's effect. We go into Midiona's, we go into Zeta. We bring out Eva to go into Unicorn to pop his Zeus and attack into him for 2200. Now, we don't have any negates or anything on the field, maybe a spell negate or a monster negate, but we do negate his the effect of one of his monsters. But this deck is so recursive, it's ridiculous. And we both end up with empty boards. I set a bottomless trap hole and pass my turn. And he's able to use Qinglong to bring the GG, I think. Goes into Nyan Nyan or whatever, and we bottomless trap hole his Stardust, and we draw into Preparation. So we add, and we summon out Alpha, we summon out Zeta, we go into a Draconids and attack, and he just totally gets rid of our monster. So I made a mistake. I wish that I would have been able to get... Well, I don't think I made a mistake, actually, because I don't know if I had the other Drytron in the grave. No, I didn't. So, no, yeah, I did. So I made a mistake. I should have activated the other one, because then it couldn't be targeted by spells or traps. And I would have had a big beefy monster on the field, but I just surrender from there because there's absolutely nothing I can do. I need more Drytron Novas in my deck. So duel number 3 against, or no, duel number 2 against Twilight Azure Gaming, and we are going first. And something I forgot to say, when we beat Rainnite, that was our 4th win in a row. So kudos to us. We get another structure point, or not structure point, static point. Wow, I'm just being stupid today. But yeah, we get another static point if you guys hit that 30 likes on this video. So please be sure to like the video as always, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what static products you think that I should open. Right now, Duel Devastator is really expensive, so I don't know if I'm gonna go for that. But static products, I mean, there's always legendary hero decks, things like that. I don't know if they go with my deck very well. But yeah, anyway, he has a big old board right there with 2 level 9s and a level 3. And we draw into Terraforming. We activate Fafnir, and it adds Midiona's Drytron to our hand. We bring out Benten, and there's really nothing we can do. We just end our turn. From there, Kinlong is activated, and yeah. Either way, whether or not we lose this duel, we still won our 2 challenges for this episode. And I'll let you guys know what the other challenges are at the end of the episode for the following episodes. I'm saying episode a lot in this sentence. So he has Coral Dragon, he has wow, that board is dope. He summons out a big old Xyz monster and attacks into us for game. Thank you, Twilight Azure Gaming, for your duel. Next up is someone that I've been trying to get a duel against for quite some time now. TCGWolf is an awesome sealed-only Yugi tuber, and I'll leave a link to his channel along with the other channels in the description down below. So we go first, and we have kind of an awkward board. Linkuriboh with our Manju and our Alpha. There wasn't really much that we could summon out. But anyway, the reason why we didn't go into our Vanity's Ruler is because in order to get the board that we got, we had to summon out the Manju of the 10,000 hands. So we Linkuriboh his monster, and then he hits us for some pretty big damage. And now it is our turn. We end our turn by not doing anything, basically, because we get negated by the Makaba. And he attacks into us for game. Wow, that was a quick 2-turn duel, but now it's our turn. We go first. We go into Alpha, Zeta, and then we add the Vanity's Ruler. We use Nova to bring out Gamma. We Tribute Summon for Ruler, and then we Linkuriboh. From there, we get Infinite Impermanence. Terraforming is activated. He goes into Magical Meltdown, goes into Shadal Fusion, bringing out Construct, and Trick Clown is brought out along with Wendy's effect, setting the Water Shadal. And he goes into Alistair, and Cross Sheep is summoned. Then Makaba is summoned. Then Trick Clown is summoned. We Bottomless Trap Hole, and it gets negated. So Boral Sword comes out. Raigeki is activated, and we get attacked over for overkill damage, and that's it. That's the end of our week. So we won 4 in a row. Again, like I said, we got 1 structure point and 1 static point from this, and I'm just gonna go over what next week's challenges will be. So for our next structure point, we're gonna need to win 4 duels in a row, and we're gonna change it up a little bit for the static point. So, in order to get a static point, we're going to need to win 2 duels in an episode, but we have to win them by OTK. And along with that, we're gonna need to get another 30 likes on the video that we get that OTK in. So please, guys, make sure you continue to smash that like button, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one, and peace out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please be sure to like the video as always, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh content like this. Also, don't forget to watch Building on a Budget, my next Yu-Gi-Oh journey, and my sealed only Yu-Gi-Oh journey. Have a great day, and thanks again. I'll catch you next time.